This 30-minute total body workout will stretch, strengthen, and make you feel really great.
Hi, I'm Maria. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and you're watching Fightmaster Yoga.
Welcome to Fightmaster Yoga, the place you go when you're ready to deepen your practice and change your world. Hi, I'm Leslie Fightmaster, and when you commit to this channel, you will begin to see beauty in every aspect of your life. Begin sitting tall with your shins crossed, palms touching. Take a deep breath. As you move through your practice today, remember that you are fully equipped with everything you need to do and be whatever you want. And then release and make your way into extended child's pose, keeping the arms in front. Spread your fingers, cultivating your Ujjayi pranayama, breathing in and out through the nose. As you inhale, come up onto your hands, bring your chest forward, lift your chin and tailbone up, tuck your toes under, exhale, rounding the back, chin toward chest, and then press back into downward facing dog just for a breath. And then inhale, bring the knees back down and return to extended child's pose. We'll do this a couple of times. As you inhale, come on up onto hands and knees, chest forward, lifting chin and tailbone. Exhale, round the back, chin toward chest, pull the ribs and belly in and up, and then stretch back for downward facing dog. And then once again, as you inhale, take your knees down, hips to heels, stretch out your spine. Exhale, and then next inhale, come on to hands and knees, looking up, bringing chest forward. Exhale, round the back, chin toward chest. Pull the ribs and belly in and up. Stretch again into downward facing dog. Arms, shoulders distance, feet hips width. Inhale. Come back to the knees once again for extended child's pose. Exhale here. And then coming forward, lift back again into downward facing dog. And bicycle the legs as you like. Again, making sure arms are shoulders distance and feet are hips width. Start to turn your outer upper arms back, inner upper arms forward, and press extra into the thumb first finger side of the hands. Look forward, bend the knees, and walk your feet to your hands. As you inhale, come halfway up. As you exhale, fold, bend the knees as needed. Press down through the feet. Inhale to rise up. Ribs and belly in. Exhale. Hands to heart. Samastitihi. Standing in Tadasana, feet together or hip socket distance apart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases and fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway up. Exhale, stepping back into plank pose. Knees can be up or down, slowly lower all the way to your belly. Bring hands by low ribs, peel the chest up, cobra, inhale, or right into up dog. And then exhale, shift back for downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide, press into the base of your fingers, lift up through your forearms, draw your ribs and belly in and up, firm your legs if your legs are straight, and reach through your heels. Arms and ears in line. Gaze at your feet or your knees. Look forward, bend the knees, and lightly step or hop up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, circling the arms. Look up, lengthen. Exhale, samastitihi, steady balance. Again, inhale, circle the arms up. As you exhale, hinge from the hip creases and fold. On your inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, step or float. If you float, land with your elbows bent in chaturanga. Inhale, press through the hands and feet. Exhale, stretch back. Long, smooth Ujjayi inhales and exhales. Try to keep them equal in length. Take another breath. Exhale it out. Bend the knees. Step or hop up. Inhale, lengthen. Fold as you exhale. Press down to rise up on your inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. As you inhale, bend your knees and sit back into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, belly to thighs, and then forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping or floating for Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing into up dog or cobra, always your choice. Exhale, use the belly muscles to stretch back. Inhale, float your right leg back and up with level hips. Exhale, bring thigh toward belly, shoulders over the wrists, engaging the core muscles. Step the foot up by the hand. Stay on the ball of the back foot as you come to crescent. Stretch through your lower back, reach up through the arms, ribs down, back ribs lift. Now take your back heel down, line up heel to arch for warrior two. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. Interlace your fingers behind you. Open the chest, inhale, fold forward, right shoulder toward right knee, exhale. Let your head hang down. Press through the outer edge of your back foot, back inner thigh lifting. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck. Inhale, come back up, release the arms, warrior two, and then exhale, windmill the arms down to plank. Lower through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, full breath, and exhale to down dog. As you inhale, float your left leg back and up with level hips. On your exhale, bring left thigh toward belly, shoulders over the wrists. Take a breath in, exhale, step it up. Stay on the ball of the back foot as you rise up to crescent, knee over ankle. Lengthening through the lower back, lift your hip points up towards your lower ribs. Stretch through arrow straight arms. And then open up warrior two. Fix your feet so you're lined up heel to arch. Make sure the left knee is directly over the ankle, pointed over the middle toes. Interlace the other pinky on top behind you. Inhale, look up. Fold, exhale. Try and soften through your elbow joints. You can even bend your elbows a little bit here so that you're not locking them out. Let your head hang and return to your steady ujjayi. Inhale, come up, release the arms, exhale, take a breath in. And as you exhale, windmill the arms down. Make your way to down dog any way you like. You can move, exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, exhale, back into down dog, or just skip it and go right to down dog. Your choice. Now firm your lower belly in and up, pull the ribs in, lift up through the pelvic floor as you come to plank. Step your feet together, take your right hand toward the center of the mat a bit. Side plank, Vasisthasana, roll to the pinky toe side of the right foot. If that's too much, take the right knee down. Stretch up through the left arm, bring your top hip a little forward. Exhale, return to plank and lower through Chaturanga. Inhale, press through the hands and feet. And exhale, come back to down dog. Again, pull your ribs and belly in and up. Firm the muscles in your pelvic floor as you ripple the spine forward to plank. Step your feet together, left hand toward the center of the mat. Other side, right arm lifts. Remember, take the left knee down for more support. Stack your hips on top of one another. Look up if your balance is good today. And then release yourself back into plank. Again, option to take Chaturanga, exhaling. Up dog on your inhale. Nice back bend. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Even out the breath. Relax what you can. Relax your gaze, your shoulders. Look forward, bend the knees, step or hop up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Press down firmly through your feet, bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale for Utkatasana chair. And then to standing Samastitihi. I'm going to work on a little balance today. And remember, balance is always different on different days. So never take it personally. Left foot down, right foot up for tree. Inhale, sweep the arms up when you're ready. Pulling in through the ribs and belly here as well. Now drop your right hip down and firm your left hip in towards center. Keep your belly engaged, point the knee forward, extend the leg in front of you. Drop that right hip, lift up through the pelvic floor muscles, reach through the ball of the right foot. Then inhale, swing it back. Start to lift from the inner thigh and drop the outer right hip for warrior 3, just for a breath. And then slowly make your way back. Without touching the foot, cross your right knee over the left for Garudasana, and then left arm over the right, eagle pose. Sink down any amount. Lift your chest. Squeeze your outer hips and inner thighs towards center gently. And then release back to Tadasana. We'll ground down through the right leg now and take the left foot up anywhere above or below the knee for tree pose. Vrikshasana. Get your steady balance and add your arms when ready. Keep a gazing point that's not moving. Drop your left hip down, pin your right hip in toward the center. Keep the ribs and belly pulling in and up and the pelvic floor muscles engaged. Then point the left knee forward, extending the leg. Keep the shoulders right above the hips. It's a tendency to want to lean back, but try to keep lined up. Really engaging those muscles. Start to extend back and drop the outer hip of the lifted leg in warrior 3. Point the toes straight down without touching the foot. If you can, bend your standing leg a little so you can cross the left over the right. Take the arms to shoulder height, right over left. And with the legs, cross once, or you can wrap around the calf if it works. Keep pinning outer hips in towards center, and then slowly release it all back to Tadasana. Take a breath here, and then inhale. Sit back into chair pose. As you exhale, bring your hands down, take your knees in toward the armpits, optional Bakasana, leaning forward. If you're taking crow pose, take your feet together, lift your heels towards your bum. Keep the gaze forward the whole time and either step or float to Chaturanga. Inhale, press through the hands and feet, shoulders above wrists, and then exhale to down dog. As you inhale, float the right leg back and up. On your exhale, draw the thigh in toward the belly, press away from the floor, and then lightly step it down. Inhale, crescent pose. Bending the back knee, tilting the pelvis forward as needed. Bring hands to heart, lean forward, hooking the left arm across to twist. Now pull your right hip back, keeping the hips level. You can stay hands at heart or left hand down, right arm up a little deeper. Or even deeper, right hand behind the back, picking up the left hand and interlocking. It's pretty deep, so if you're going for that, do it carefully, little by little. Engage those pelvic floor muscles a lot. Pin the outer hips in. Slowly release, come back into crescent on your inhale. And then exhale again to warrior 2. Line up heel to arch. And this time we'll straighten the front leg for Trikonasana triangle pose. Hinge from the front hip crease, reach out and down. Stretching up through the left arm. Press down into the big toe mound of your right foot, pressing calf to shin. Lengthen out through the side body. And then take left hand to hip, bending your right knee into half moon. Right hand comes in front. Make sure your wrist is under your shoulder, and then add your left arm up. If you're steady, reach your left sitting bone toward the heel. And then slowly bend your front knee just a little, reaching right arm forward. See if you can balance a moment, and then set yourself into warrior 2. knee over ankle. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Go right into down dog or through chaturanga. Then inhaling to up dog and exhaling back for downward facing dog. Stretch back. As you inhale, float the left leg back and up, level hips. Exhale, thigh toward belly. Take a breath in, exhale, step it up. Stay on the ball of the back foot, come on up, Anjaneyasana. Left knee is over the ankle, tilting the pelvis forward, lengthening through the lower back, and then hands to heart. Lean forward and then hook the right arm across. Remember, when you're twisting, twist from above your waist. Try and keep the hips stable. Stay with hands at heart center or taking your right hand down, left arm up. Stay with that, or left arm behind you, picking up the right hand and clasping, holding on to anything you can find back there. Again, be mindful, and if you fall out, it's no big deal. I just did. Inhale, come back into crescent, and then exhale. Line up heel to arch, straightening the legs for triangle pose. Hinge from the hip crease, reach, reach, reach out and then down. Take your left hand to the shin, the foot, the floor, or use a block. Stretch up through the right arm. Lengthen out the side body, bottom ribs forward, top ribs spinning back. And breathing, relax through the jaw. Bring your right hand to your hip, bend the knee, and then floating into half moon. Make sure the left wrist is under your shoulder. It's on the little toe side of the foot. Reach up through the right arm if you're steady. If you're not steady, try moving your left hand back a little bit toward the side of your mat. Look down, bend your front knee, pick up your left hand, see if you can find a little balance, and then slowly into warrior two. Knee over ankle, inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms down, make your way into down dog any way you like, through chaturanga or not. Inhaling, up dog if you're taking the vinyasa, exhaling, downward facing dog. Even out your breath. Remember, always feel free to push pause, take a break. Child's pose is always there for you anytime. Inhale, plank pose, exhale, lower slowly to the floor. Bring your arms alongside your body and inhale for Shalabhasana, locust pose. Roll the shoulder heads back, pull the belly in, lengthen your sitting bones to heels. Keep the back of your neck nice and long. Release and rest. Take your chin down, forehead, or one ear. And then bending the knees, reach for the little toe sides of the feet. If that's too much, do the same pose we just did. Otherwise, lifting into Dhanurasana. Lift the feet up, press them back. Keep the belly lifted and keep lengthening sitting bones to backs of knees. Breathe into the chest. Relax your shoulders as much as you can. Slowly release. And bring your hands by your low ribs. As you inhale, come into up dog or cobra. As you exhale, return to down dog and stretch out your back. Even out your breath. Now inhale to float the right leg back and up. Exhale, thigh toward belly. Pull the ribs and belly in and up. Lift pelvic floor. Lightly step it up. And take your hands on top of your right knee as you bend your back knee. And then straighten it. Reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knee and straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. If you have knee issues, just hold the crescent pose. Inhale, slowly come down, stay on the knee. Interlace fingers above the front leg and then lift the back leg. Lower, exhale, lift. Try to keep your hips as low as you can. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, return your arms up, palms facing in, and then lean your torso forward over the leg. as you lift into warrior three. Lift your back leg from the inner thigh and drop your outer hip down. Pull in through your ribs and belly. Point the toes down, and then bring your hands to the floor for standing splits, maybe holding onto that standing leg. Lift up through the top leg again through the inner thigh. Breathing here. Slowly step your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, take them in toward the armpits again for Bakasana, or hold chair pose. If you're in crow, feet together, lift the heels toward your buns, straighten out your arms as much as you can. Step or float for Chaturanga. Inhaling, press up, and exhaling, stretch all the way back. As you inhale, lift your left leg back and up from the inner thigh, and then exhale, thigh toward belly, shoulders over the wrists. Engage your belly muscles and pelvic floor. Lightly step it up. Stand the ball of your back foot, coming into crescent. So you can have your hands on your hips for this if that's better for your balance, or arms up. Bend the back knee. Exhale, straighten. Keep the lower back long. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Make sure the front knee's over the ankle. Inhale, slowly bend. Stay down. Interlace your fingers above your knee. And then exhale, lift that knee off the floor. Inhale, slowly set it down. Keep the hips low. Straighten it out. Exhale. Inhale, bring it down. Keeping the hips low. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, arms up by the ears. Leaning forward. Take as many steps as you need to make your way into warrior three. Extending through the back leg. Drop the outer hip down. And pull the ribs and belly in and up strongly, engaging pelvic floor. Bring your hands to the mat. Keep lifting that back leg. Maybe hold on to your left ankle or calf. But drop the outer right hip down. We want level hips for standing splits. Take another long breath. And then slowly return your foot to the floor. And take your feet hips width apart. Inhale, lengthen, and fold. Exhale. Holding on to the backs of the legs if you like, or grab your opposite elbows and hang. Bend the knees as much as you need to, but if the legs are straight, shift the weight toward the balls of the feet. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. And then exhale, step or float, Chaturanga. Inhale. Nice upward dog back bend. And exhale, stretching to down dog. Reach your right leg back and up as you inhale. And then exhale for pigeon pose. Right ankle toward left wrist. Or come onto your back, right ankle past left knee. If pigeon pose hurts your knee at all, don't do it. If you're in pigeon, you can stay up or make your way to your forearms or lengthen all the way down. Make sure your hips are level. If you're rolling onto your right hip, prop it up with a pillow or folded blanket, whatever you have handy. Now relax. Let your shoulders go and your jaw. And remind yourself once again, you have everything you need within you to do or be whatever you desire. It's all there. You just have to ask and remember. Making your way up, left forearm down, reach your right arm up, and reach back for the foot if you like. Drawing the heel in toward the hip, stretching the front of the thigh. Release the foot if you have it. Tuck your toes under and stretch up and back through the right leg. Bend the knee and set it down. Inhale, floating left leg up. As you exhale, bring it through for pigeon. Now, even if the right knee didn't hurt, but the left knee does, still please come onto your back and take figure 4, thread the needle. Remember, you can stay all the way up on the hands, come to the forearms, or lengthen down. Never matters how deep you get into your poses. It just matters that you feel some kind of a stretch. But it's not about seeing how deep you can get. This is balance, or cultivating strength and flexibility, equal amounts of each. So relax through your jaw and your shoulders. And while you're here, think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. Any 3. Making your way up, take your right forearm parallel with the front as you lift up through the left arm and twist. Bending the back knee and reaching for the foot if you wish. Drawing the heel in toward the hip. Stretching out the front of the thigh, the hip flexor a bit. Still let your shoulders release away from your ears. Releasing the foot if you have it, tuck your toes, stretch your left leg back. Bend the knees, straighten it out, and return your foot to the floor. Inhale, come forward into plank. Slowly lower chaturanga, exhale. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, returning to down dog for a breath. Lengthen out through the spine. And then looking forward, we'll lightly step or hop to seated. And then hands up or down as you roll yourself slowly onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest, Uppanasana. Rock yourself side to side. And coming to center, take your feet to the mat. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the heels, extend the legs. Shoulder blades away from the ears toward the waist, and let your palms be up, facing up, a little bit away from your body. Use any props you have to settle in comfortably. Our quote today comes from Joseph Campbell, who said, "We cannot cure the world of sorrows, but we can choose to live in joy." Quiet mind, quiet body, Shavasana, rest. Begin to take a longer breath as you wiggle your fingers and your toes, stretch out through your arms and your legs. Bend your knees, roll yourself onto your right side, and pause here a moment to thank yourself for showing up today, taking your practice, making your way to seated, hands together. Hands to your forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to heart, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth, reminding you to have clear and loving communication, sending positive energy out to all beings everywhere, Namaste. The light in me recognizes, honors, and loves the light in you. If you enjoyed that video, you will love my favorite flow. It's right here, so keep going. Click. And if you're still with me, the secret word today is joy. So write joy in the comments below.